Hi there, everyone. This is Dr. Gwen from the Dr. Gwen International, Inc. and host of the iTunes show, the Dr. Gwen podcast show. I've been gone for 1 week. I'm actually here in New York City, not in my special lighted condition, but hopefully this won't put an overcast on the broadcast today. Of course, I don't know where you are, but it is actually raining where I am, and very hot. I have the door open a little bit because of the heat, the intensity of the heat, but nevertheless, I'm enjoying myself. Now, I know some of you asked about my little grand dog, and I am here actually watching him. And he was in the hospital this last week. He had surgery, had swallowed an acorn which stuck in his tract and was causing him to vomit blood. So now he's doing so much better, back to his normal self somewhat, and doing great. So I'm here, and this is my last Monday here. There's no place like home, and I'm so happy that you are able to join me on today's live cast. Now, we've been talking about how to ensure that your business thrives, because after all, everybody who starts a business does so to cause the business to thrive. Now, I'm not going to go back and recap the previous 2 videos. I'm going to invite you to go to my blog page at thedrgwen.com/blog. That is thedrgwen.com/blog, and just get caught up there. On today's live cast, the third and final portion of the live cast, I'm going to be talking about the transformation piece. Now, I've presented to you the ACT model, which is the ACT Breakthrough Success Model, a model I created that really governs the success of just about anything you can think about, whether it's relationship, whether it's your career, whether it's your business, just anything that you're doing. Those elements of the model are really, really important to be present. And we talked the first time about awareness, and we covered what awareness was. Go back to watch the video. The next thing we talked about was creation. That is, you creating whatever you are trying to make happen. And today, we're talking about the transformation, the T part of the ACT model. And just what do I define transformation to be? Transformation is that portion of the whole process when you begin to see things take shape, not just in what you're working on, but also in yourself. Because I believe a huge part of transformation is who you have to become to make whatever you want to do happen. It's all about manifestation, right? And if we're not in the right vibrational mode, then we don't tend to attract whatever we want. But we're not talking so much about attraction, even though every actual thing you do surrounds attraction. And your thoughts are really, really important in creating your reality. So whatever I say today, and even over the other 2 videos, is really wrapped up in the whole thought of you creating what you want through your thoughts. Now, there was a thought pop-out exercise that I did. If you look on my page over last week, I ran that video because that was the day I actually was in transit here to New York City. No, actually, I was here in New York City and had nothing set up to do a live cast. So I ran a previous video that would help to guide you on how your thoughts actually work. Your thoughts pop out to reality. I want you to go back and try that exercise. I think I put that under the blog October 16 or 15 on my page. So go back and watch that video and try that exercise for yourself. It will give you an amazing eye-opening reality of just how your thoughts work. Because a lot of times when people say, oh, your thoughts create stuff, what you think, be careful of, because thoughts become reality. I think for a lot of people, it's all fuzz, it's theory, it's not something that's real. But when you do that exercise in the video that I gave you, it will become crystal clear about what happens when you think about something. Stuff start moving. So in the transformational phase, you are getting in action and staying in action to manifest the goals that you want. In that comes integrity and commitment, which without integrity, nothing really stands, right? Because if you're not in integrity to follow through on what you say you're going to do, then of course things are going to fall apart. So it's really important to be in integrity. And of course, having your desire or passions in place. But staying in action is the key feature. And while you are staying in action, it's not a place where you're going to stress yourself. I think that was a mistake I made personally when I started my business. I felt like, oh, I got to be on the grind. I got to be on the treadmill. Oh, I got to be running. I got to be doing this. I got to be doing that. I've got this deadline and that deadline. And before long, you know, even though I loved what I was doing, it got overwhelming. Because of that love, I was able to keep at it. If I had not had a passion for what I'm doing, I would have quit, because I created that overwhelm for myself. So what I'm saying to you is, as you create your actions for your transformation, make it light, make it fun, make it enjoyable. Don't stack stuff your day like 1 mile high and then stress yourself on a treadmill to try to achieve all of that. Go with the flow, open up. You want to go downstream with the flow, not upstream. Anytime you are in transformation and something is feeling as though you are struggling to make it happen, hey guys, wrap it up. That's not what it should be. It shouldn't be a struggle and a pain and sorrow. If that's what it is, something is not connecting. So it's either you're overstressing yourself or you're not passionate about what you're doing. And that's simply something for you to take a look at to see what you want to do. Now, in the process of transformation, remember we talked about 3 elements, right? We talked about self, we talked about the environment, and we talked about people. And so I'm going to continue that 3 trifactor element. In self, you have to take a look at you continuously. If the actions you are taking are not getting you results that you need to get, then take a pause, step back, evaluate yourself, evaluate your thoughts, evaluate your strategies, evaluate your systems that you have set up. Evaluate. You also want to evaluate when we go to that people, self, environment, and people. Is it that you may be doing too much by yourself? And would you need other people to help you to make that happen? Those are all things to consider. Because when we start our business, we think that we got to do it all ourselves. We got to do it all ourselves. We got to burn out ourselves. There are places where you can actually go to hire help for very reasonable. If you're starting your business, likely funding is a concern for you, and you may not have the level of funding that you're thinking you need to hire someone. So outsource. There are places like Upwork and Fiverr.com that you can go and research, do your research, to hire people to help you either with designing your logo, designing your page, doing tasks, research, doing administrative tasks, making phone calls. You know, you can hire people for as little as probably $5 to $10 an hour who's going to help you to move your business along. But before you go hiring, you make sure you know exactly what you need to have done, because you got to spell it out. Otherwise, you'll be throwing your money away. You'll be hiring people and not seeing any kind of results. So that's the people piece. You also want to create tools. That's the environment piece. Tools that are going to help you to stay on track. We know social media is a huge distraction for a lot of people, myself included. So I set up strategies that will help me to not go there. You know, I don't go onto social media often. I go on there and I'll look around at a few posts and then I'll click off. If you don't have the discipline where you're going to click off, there are resources that you can download on your web page that will help you to stop it. There's one I know called Rescue Time. That one will give you feedback on how much time you use on other websites. And then there's another Chrome app that will help you to actually get off of those websites. Let me see if I can see what that is right now. That's probably called, I'm going to click on it. So hopefully nothing weird happens. Stay focused. Stay focused is STAYFOCUSD. There's no E in between. And that app will actually help you to stay focused. So you can, it'll block the websites you set up in there for it to block, social media, for example, so you can't go on there and procrastinate. So while you are in transformation, also the people part means that you're going to be networking, looking for those people to talk to help you move stuff along. Perhaps you may need a mentor or a coach that will help to guide you to next steps. You're going to need your skills upgraded. So you may need to take some online classes, or you may get a coach who is skilled to help you to do that. I help my clients set up their businesses in the online space by giving them resources and by giving them coaching that will help them so that they can make that knowledgeable choice about what they're going to do, what they're going to hire out, strategies that will help them to get accomplished. But I don't want to make this video too long, and I see that I've been on here a little bit longer. So what I will do is I'll point you to my blog. When this video becomes a blog, I will also put all of those resources that I mentioned on the page so you can have it. And also, good news, I just interviewed Nesreen. She works with the Census Bureau, and she has actually done a webinar with me to show you how to do your research. So what I think I'll do is I will go back to that first video on awareness, and I will embed that webinar once I have it all together and edited nicely, so that you can go there and watch to see how you can do your research to find your target audience. So once again, this brings us to the final part of our training for the ACT Breakthrough Success Model. The training being, how can you ensure that your business thrives? And that's just me paraphrasing. You want to really make sure. And when I say ensure, we know some businesses don't thrive for different reasons. But when I say ensure, I am talking about giving yourself the best possibility for your business to thrive instead of strive. So my friends, thank you for joining me, and I hope to chat with you again next week, Monday at 3 p.m. this time on this same page. This is Dr. Gwen, skyrocketing business profits from the inside out. Bye, guys.